How's it going? I'm Greenskull, and I think Halo is neat. The 343 Sparkast was released yesterday, and there's some really interesting information in it. So I'm going to highlight a few of the important points from the podcast. They talk about wraparound, and they said that despite what everyone seems to think, even I thought it, it's nothing like Narrows. The map is essentially a big circle, which Narrows definitely wasn't. And there's no long lines of sight, so people aren't going to be sniping each other. There's lots of cracks instead of ramps and stuff to be able to drop between the two levels. So no, wraparound's not like Narrows. It kind of looks like it, but it's not. Warhouse was also discussed, but nothing worth mentioning that you haven't already heard. The AR in Halo 4 sounds beefy, and Covenant weaponry sounds very alien and powerful as it should. One weapon they talked about was apparently really scary and felt like it was going to blow up in your hand. So it sounds like we're going to have something pretty powerful. They briefly touched on the campaign, although they couldn't really say anything, but they mentioned the level 7. They're trying to explain it to each other, and 7 was all they could say. I don't think it's worth going into because it's probably just the 7th level, but they were miming things to each other, which is interesting considering if you were to mime the maps from, say, Halo 3 and try to explain what they are with your hands and stuff, that'd be hard to do. Which makes me think that in Halo 4, there will be a lot of interesting maps that will play a lot differently, similar to the Long Night of Solace on Reach. If you're going to talk about that, when miming, you'd easily make like a flying motion because it's so distinctly different from the rest of the levels. So that's good news. They recently brought some special guests into their studio to check out the campaign and some other aspects of Halo 4. So I'm thinking we're going to start seeing a lot more information soon. And in the next few updates, we're going to be seeing a lot more pretty pictures. Get excited for that. I want to see some in-game screenshots, something to get us just hyped. And here's the bombshell, everybody. The DMR will return in Halo 4. The DMR is back. They didn't really talk much about it other than that they like to use it for taking people out in midair, which makes sense for the DMR. If you think about Reach, shooting people while they're jetpacking, the DMR is perfect for that. It's going to be interesting to see both the DMR and the battle rifle in the game. My guess is the DMR is going to get beefed up a little so it's stronger and it'll be a lot less common. Frankie confirmed there will be no bubble shield in Halo 4. A little bit disappointing in a sense, although I expected it. I just like the bubble shield. I thought it was such a cool thing, especially when they first showed it in that Halo 3 trailer where he went boom, threw the grenade down, he had the bubble shield. Oh, nerdgasm. Maybe we'll see it again in future Halos. You never know. And very soon, possibly in the next podcast, they will release new Halo 4 music, which I'm psyched about. I'm loving the sounds of the Halo 4 music. So that's a recap of the Sparkcast. What do you guys think about the DMR being in Halo 4? I'm personally psyched. I kind of saw it coming because it was such an iconic weapon to Halo Reach, but canon-wise, it's going to be interesting how they're going to fit it in because nobody really had DMRs in Halo 3. Maybe it's already on the planet or somewhere hidden on the ship. Like it, favorite, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment telling me what you think about the DMR. I have a really cool announcement soon. Chances are the next video I release is going to talk about this, but for Populate Halo 3, I have 75 codes to give away. 75. I love BS Angel and 343. They hooked me up. It's going to be really fun. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have some variation of if you run into me in matchmaking and you have the official Populate Halo 3 emblem, you might get hooked up. It's going to be a little more complicated, so I'm going to make a video explaining it, but be ready. 75 codes. That's a lot. That's it for this video. Boom.